Hey there, Sean here, and welcome to Earth Wednesday.
It's Earth Wednesday.
First of all, let's talk about this whole oil spill business. Now, I know I touched on it in the last video, but at that time, it wasn't the biggest environmental disaster to happen to the United States. Now it is. And for those of you guys who don't know, which is probably most of you, at my high school, we have an environmental magnet program, which I'm a part of. And that's basically a program for people wanting to go into the environmental field and blah, 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 blah. So we have all kind of like expert teachers with degrees in that field or whatnot. But the past 3 days, I've had like 7 discussions about this thing in class. Now, if you guys remember, the last big oil spill that happened was the Exxon Valdez. And for those of you who don't, it's when an oil tanker off the coast of Alaska crashed into and caused an oil spill that took a lot of time and a lot of money to clean up. And some of the effects can still be seen today. Now, the problem we have here in the Gulf, as compared to that oil spill, is that the Gulf, it wasn't a boat. I mean, in proportion to how much oil can spill, that was eeny beeny teeny beeny. Weeny zeeny beeny, okay? This is literally a hole in the ground connected to a giant pocket of oil. Giant pocket. And also, unlike the Exxon Valdez, they have more than one issue to tackle. See, with the boat, they just had to clean it up. With this, they actually have to stop it from flowing. Because even right now, as you're watching this video, it is pouring out oil. Now, from what I hear, all the statistics are skewed, and some people say it's 200,000 gallons a day, others say it's 400,000 gallons a day, some say it's the size of Ohio, some say it's the size of Rhode Island, blah blah blah. The size of it I can understand no one really knowing, because there's 2 parts to an oil spill. There's the sheen, which is the shiny part, like if you guys ever saw like a puddle in a populated area and has that sheen over it, that's that oil sheen. And then there's the slick, which is the black gooey stuff. The sheen itself is like a thin layer that can cover more area than the slick can. That can be just as detrimental to the environment as the slick. Efforts to clean up the mess been anything from setting it on fire, like bordering it off with buoys, to using anticoagulants in the water. And as far as stopping the issue, the plan that I hear the most about is to drill a tunnel down and then across to cut off the faulty well and act as like a siphon for all the oil, so that they can siphon it back into a pumping station. Now that's all well and good, and probably will work, but an extremely delicate procedure, and will be extremely costly, and take a lot of time. And by that time, how much oil is really going to be out there? Hate to say I told you so, but told you so. But let me get off my soapbox now. And on to something a little, weirder? Today, for our
interesting organism of the week,
we have a story that's a little disturbing. It's a story about the resilience of one eel not to die. I mean, he dies in the end, but whew, but let me tell you, he takes the chef with him. You see, what happened was, one Chinese chef, after being intoxicated and passing out, has these really awesome friends, and as a prank, they decide to stick this eel up the man's shut your mouth. But I'm only talking about his anal shaft. Now, like I said before, the eel is dead. But he wasn't going out without a fight. He really tore up the guy's large intestines like an eel trapped in someone's large intestines. Okay, folks. Hope that was fun. All the articles in the prescription. And I know what you're thinking. What happened to the viewer topic of the week? What about that? You see, next week we will be having two viewer questions of the week, along with a special guest. Fingers crossed. Well, folks, what I need you to do, you guys, with anything interesting environmental that you can possibly comment, anything, please, anything. So I have a large variety of topics to talk about. Okay, so till next time.